Hi, welcome to Third Eye Thursday here at Vision Quest Metaphysical Bookstore. See, I knew what I was going to say.
Ah, you got it right.
Done this, I don't even know how many times I've done this now. I think this is like 13 or 14. If any of you have been here from the beginning, say that, because I'm impressed. Thank you. Thank you for staying with us this long. But tonight we have a new reader with us, new to us here at least. It is Beatrice. Hi. Ooh, I love the jingles.
Oh, thank you.
Bringing all the fairies. I don't know. Why do we keep letting me speak? But so for the new people here, Beatrice, you've been with us how long now?
Goodness. It's this is the fourth month.
There we go. So she is newer here to Vision Quest, but we love her all the same, and she is amazing in what she does. And we were talking a little bit before, so we can let the people know a little bit. Sorry, I have to get in so I can see your questions on my phone down here. When we talk about what you do here, it's you kind of cover all of it, because when you were really kind of starting out with all of this, there wasn't a specific, oh, I just hear things, or this. You worked with all the energy in all the ways it's there.
Exactly. It was, for me, I'm kind of old school. When I came into the spiritual work that is now called psychic phenomena, there was really no designation for all of these different separate, I guess, groups of energy. It was just spirit work. And in that, I discovered that I had the ability to hear, see, feel spirit. I had the ability to see spirit animals. I had the ability to determine if there were medical conditions, and they call that a medical medium now. Wow. So it was all under one umbrella when I first started out.
That is definitely a wide umbrella.
Pretty big. I don't get wet when it rains.
I want one of those.
Okay.
Because I need to. It's cold when it rains. I don't know. You guys keep coming back. There must be something that intrigues you. We will get to questions here in a few minutes. Excuse me. I'm just, I don't know. I'm being me and making sure everything's in place where it should be this week. No more Mercury retrograde flubs this week.
Is Mercury still in retrograde?
I have no clue, but it feels like it is.
And absolutely.
I feel like it went into retrograde like the 22nd.
Uh-huh.
So this might be the end of it, which means we're just going into another shadow period. So
if we could just get to one easy sailing moment when Mercury is not in retrograde and no other aspects are badly aspected, we would just have a wonderful day.
Well, I would definitely have a wonderful day. It would make things so much easier.
Indeed.
We'll get there. We'll get there someday.
Okay, we're working
someday
on it.
Again.
Yes.
Now I have someday my prince will come from Snow White.
Yes.
In my head. I was like, I know my Disney movies. Because if Catherine was watching this and I got that wrong, ooh, I'd hear about it tomorrow.
Oh boy. Is she a Disney fan too?
Oh my God.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's a Disney fan like I'm a Harry Potter fan.
Oh my God. I love Harry Potter.
Oh, same here.
Yes.
This is what happens when you let us just kind of chat for a bit before we get to your questions. I can get my words out. The days that you work, for the people that, if you guys enjoy what you're going to be hearing tonight and everything with your questions, and you like the energy and how Beatrice kind of works, you can come in and see her. I know you said Fridays. No.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, got one day.
Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Perfect. So if you come in Wednesday through Friday, it'll be 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And if you come in on Sunday, it is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are at 3114 East Indian School Road. If you can't make it in, because I know we do have a lot of viewers that are out of the state, you can always call us at 480-949-1888. Trying not to speed through that this time, because I felt like last week I was a little bit quick with how I was talking. So we're going to try to make it a little better this week. But So there's that information. We do have some fun classes coming up this week. Tomorrow night we have our panel of gifted psychics, which is led by Apollo, and that's from 7 to 9 p.m. And then we have, I was just looking at the classes earlier today, and now I have to look them up again.
Well, that's why you were smart enough to keep them in a place where you could get to them readily.
Yeah, pretty much. I leave this on my phone, I think, just for this, because it goes quick. What is this weekend? Yes, because tomorrow's Friday the 13th.
Yes.
I love that day. So on Saturday at 2 p.m. we have You Were Born to Be Psychic, and then and learn how. So you get to learn how to work with all that energy. And then on Sunday, we have Create Your Amazing Life Now Part 1. So that'll be a fun one, and it's multiple parts apparently. Didn't really realize that part. And that'll be led by Miley, who, if you've been here multiple weeks, you will have seen her. She is one of our psychics here. So those are two fun things we have coming up this weekend. Without further ado, let's get to some questions. We've had quite a few people writing in.
Okay.
And hi again to everyone. Welcome. And again, if you guys have been here since the beginning, I'm just kind of curious to know who's stuck with us this long. So let me know, because I'm like that, and I want to know who keeps trying to come back and see this weird, fun thing. We just want to make it fun for you guys, give you a place to ask questions that you might be too afraid to ask, or you might not have the ability to ask unless you're here. That's what we want to provide for you guys. So let's see. First one tonight, we have Jill asking, can you tell me if I am on the right path in my thoughts on my career outline or ideas?
Jill, peace and light to your spirits. I always greet the spirits and let them know that I appreciate them coming and working to help our clients receive the best information that the spirits want them to receive. So when I say peace and light to your spirits, that is my way of showing them respect and appreciation. Jill, yes, you are on the right path. The Spirit is asking you to be more diligent. They want you to step up your search. Spirit is saying you have a limited scope of where you're looking now. They want you to broaden your scope so you can start to experience more success. They're saying that you're on the right path. Keep going, and then in that process, start looking in other areas that might intersect your area so that you can start to experience more success on your path.
There you go. Excuse me. Yes, I am caffeinating tonight, so the speed talking Dylan could come back.
Oh boy.
I'm telling you, man. To people who stick around, thank you, because we know this could get fun real quick. We have Mary saying, is anyone coming through for me or my family? Any messages?
Peace and light to your spirits, Mary. I do have someone coming through. Let me see if I can get a clearer identification of them. Okay. I have a father spirit that's stepping forward. This may not necessarily indicate that it is your father. It may be a grandfather or father-like person who was in your life. I have a father spirit stepping forward who's identifying himself as a loving, caring person for you, someone who was like a father to you. And he is stepping forward and saying he is proud of your efforts. He's asking you to continue to make changes in your life. Peace and light to your spirit. Mary, he's saying that you've made some changes in your life and that he's happy to see that you're starting to focus on your health and other areas of well-being in your life. And he's asking to continue on that path, and he's going to assist you in your efforts, in your continued change. Peace and light to your spirits, Mary.
There you go. Just for people, if you've been with us before, you will know this speech. If you are new, again, welcome. We can't get through everyone. I only get the readers for an hour because they technically finished when we started. So I can only keep them for a little amount of time. So we try to get through as many people as possible, but there is a limit to how many we can get through in that amount of time. And then as well, if I mispronounce anyone's name, I am truly sorry. It's Facebook and names are on there, and we just do our best with guessing how they're pronounced. So yeah, that's my 2 mini speeches that I give because I want to cover all bases.
This is a disclaimer.
Disclaimer, exactly.
I may pronounce your name wrong.
Right.
Don't take it personally.
Please, my name gets mispronounced all the time. If I didn't say I work here behind the counter and in the office, and I run around and do things like this every week. But,
and we're glad to have her here because we can only be in one place at a time. She is everywhere.
I try to be. I'm still learning how to multiply myself so that, other than the projecting.
Is that cloning?
No, see, I don't really want to clone myself. I don't physically want to see myself in front of me trying to do the same thing because I think I'd get annoyed. I annoy myself. But I definitely would like multiple of me, and it's in some sense other than just like astral projecting to one other place. I want to somehow do it to multiple places while I'm awake and get all those things done.
When you master that, call me.
I will.
All right.
I will. It's in the process. So we have Darcy saying hi. Hi, Darcy.
Hi, Darcy.
And saying, will I marry soon? And hugs. Hi, hugs. I love hugs. The caffeine is starting to hit me.
Hi, Darcy. Peace and light to your spirits. Darcy, you will marry. In the spirit world, time is relative. So what we're saying, in 3 to 5 years, you will be married. I don't know if that's soon or not so soon for you. However, you will be married within 3 to 5 years, Spirit is saying.
That's pretty impressive for Spirit.
Well, generally...
like, I usually get, I don't know, sometime in your life this will happen. So I'm glad you got an actual answer to that question.
If you ask, they will give you an answer. It might not be the answer you want to hear, but sometimes...
That happens more often than not.
Okay.
But I think my spirit guides are just as weird as I am. There's a reason they're with me. So we have Justin, who is saying, I'm in between jobs. Do I change paths or stick to the same job?
Okay, Justin. Peace and light to your spirits. Spirit says change is coming for you. So it might be a good idea now to start to look for a different way of expressing yourself in the business world, because you would start to experience a more lucrative income in a different area. So Spirit says now is the time for change.
The change is there. Take it. This is kind of a fun one. This is her name. We have another Jill.
Okay, another Jill.
You've been with us since the beginning. Thank you.
Thank you, Jill.
Awesome. And she says, why do I always seem to look at time and it shows 11:11? Do you know much about numerology?
Not a lot about numerology, but this particular phenomena is really, this is funny, because my daughter and I, hi Nubia, hope you're looking. My daughter and I, we have done some extensive research with Abraham Hicks, and
that's a good one.
You're familiar with them?
Yeah.
And Jerry, her husband, passed, and whenever he shows up with numbers that repeat at the time. So if Jerry shows up in her life, it's 11:11, or it's 12:12.
There you go.
Or 2:22.
Very cool.
So what we're saying is, when you're looking up at the clock at that time, Spirit is trying to get your attention. If you're waking up, say early in the morning, like 3:33 in the morning, or 2:22, or if you're looking at, as you said, 11:11, Spirit is trying to get your attention, because they want you to start to focus in more on your spiritual self. They're trying to bring you from your conscious state to a more open state where they can commune with you. So Spirit is just trying to get your attention.
There you go. And I don't know as much at all as I should about 1111. So
it is two master numbers.
Yes, I do know it's two. Sorry, she wrote in another question. I got good eyes. I can see it from there, but it's easier on the phone, and I can actually scroll through and not like skip 20,000 people versus like a few people at a time, unfortunately. So is the 1111 an affirmation that spirit is with me, or my mindset is on the right track?
It is confirming that spirit is with you, and spirit wants you to be more with them. Yeah. Spirit is asking for some of your time.
Cool.
This is saying that spirit is saying, I want you to spend time in quiet so that we can commune with you.
So apparently there is something, I can speak, they're trying to tell you, and you just might be running around so much that you're just not hearing it because you're busy being here and not up there, because they forget we're here.
A lot of times.
And like, we're physical people, and we have things to do, and they're like, but up here it's so fun and flowing, and you're like, yeah, but I got stuff I gotta deal with, man. I got bills to pay, I got things to do.
So a suggestion is that you take out a short time, just maybe 5 minutes, in stillness and in quiet, in a room, in an area where you won't be distracted for about 5 minutes, and just start to listen. It seems that your spiritual gifts are evolving and developing, and they just want to accustom yourself with their energy in your life.
One thing I tell people, because I am horrible at meditating. I am horrible about quieting my mind. I'm horrible about all of it. And yes, I work in a metaphysical bookstore. I'm still really bad at all of it. One thing I started doing, and I have children, it still makes it really hard, but I've started making my bedtime even 5 minutes earlier, just because I remember my dreams as well. So I recommend people that are very visual as well, start your bedtime routine a few minutes earlier so that as you're going into sleep, where you're going to be most open. If you're not an open person like day to day because you don't know how to quiet down as quickly, that sleep is when it's going to happen for you. Take the time, those extra 5 minutes before you're falling asleep, to open up and connect and quiet your mind.
That's an excellent suggestion, because the mind is going toward that space.
Exactly.
Where spirit is already coming in to take you to sleepy land.
Exactly.
So when you're in that state, you're more open.
Mm-hmm. And then I keep a journal somewhere near me. Kids, man, you can't have anything next to you for longer than 5 minutes. It will disappear. So somewhere where even if anything, I can get to it really quick because I know where it is. So that right when I wake up, if there's stuff that I remember that's important, I can go write it down. Even if I'm like, this makes no sense though. I'll come back to it in a few days and it's like, oh, well, that was that. Okay, that makes sense now.
Clarity.
Yeah.
It comes sometimes not immediately, but if you write it down, you have that reference.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So that's just a few tips for people who think, oh, I can't ever do that. I can't quiet my mind, blah, blah, blah. Or if you actually want to try to meditate, a metronome. That's the only other way I can meditate is I have a metronome that I listen to, whether it be on my phone or what. I don't have a real metronome. So let's just be real. It's on my phone. Because I can at least focus my mind on that and not the 20,000 other things that I'm like, but I need to do this and this and this. So just a couple of quick tips from behind the counter, basically.
She has her gifts as well.
I just hide them. I like to be in the office.
Well, that's okay. Your day will come.
My day will come.
Yes.
Again, we're back to Disney in my head. Apparently, I'm listening to Disney later tonight. Oh, darn. So we have Asia saying, who's coming towards me in love? I did have to skip through because we have a lot of questions, but I go back and forth the whole night.
Okay, Asia. Peace and light to your spirits. This is going to sound cliche, But in your instance, it's really a truth. You're going to be looking for a tall, dark, handsome guy. I'm not getting a name that begins with the letter R, like Richard or Ron, Rick.
I heard Roger, so there's another R name.
Okay,
for you.
an R name. A tall, dark, good-looking guy. He's coming into you. If you haven't already met him, because Spirit is saying he may already be a part of your sphere of reference. So look around you and see if he's around, and if not,
sent in all the eyeballs looking.
That's right, girl. Keep them eyes open. He's coming.
This is why I have my phone down here, because sometimes it's fun to just be able to show them what you guys are sending. So I'm like, I promise I'm not crazy. This is what they wrote.
It's
or
hilarious.
I don't know. Someone's crazy here. It's probably me.
Well, it's okay. We're all crazy.
Now I have Alice in Wonderland in my head. Oh my God. It isn't. It's
Don't go down the rabbit hole. Wait till after the show. Okay.
I've already been down there. I do it regularly. I have frequent flyer miles.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you very much. I'm telling you, I don't know why these people keep coming back to watch me.
Because you're fun. That's why. And they get a little mini reading.
They do.
Okay.
The readings are really what they're here for. I just keep showing up and they're like, well, I gotta put up with her. So.
You make it happen.
Oh, man. Sorry, the caffeine's starting to kick in, so it's getting weirder and weirder by the minute, I think. We have Heidi saying, any messages for me regarding a relationship in the near future?
Peace and light to your spirits, Heidi. Wow, your spirits are a little snarky.
Sorry.
They're saying that at this time, they want you to focus on yourself. They're saying love is coming and love is always possible, but they want you to focus on yourself, on your growth, and on your evolution. Spirit is saying that you're at a time in your life where you're at a crossroads, and they're asking you to open yourself to the possibility of change. They want you to focus on your career and possibly furthering your education. And in that process, you'll meet someone for you to love.
There you go. Sorry, that's great.
I don't write this stuff, okay? I just deliver the message.
Well, obviously, you don't have a pen and paper. This is why, I don't know. The readers are the ones that really have to put up with me. I see them at work and they're like, oh God, it's that girl again. No, I'm kidding. I love it here. It's a lot of fun. And I'm so glad. It's so fun to watch you guys kind of reply to each other as well. Like, please, if any of you guys have gifts and have, you see a question and you hear an answer, please write it in the comments if you want. Like, we have no issues with that. We want this to be a place and a community for you people. And us too, but more so for you guys. We want this to be a safe haven for anyone to come and ask anything they have a question about. So, I mean, you're putting the question out there. You never know who could have an answer for you, especially if we're not able to get to it because of the time constraint. So, just another little comment. We have, we have Tiana saying, wondering about my ex-husband and concerned about my job.
Okay, Tiana, peace and light to your spirits. Okay, I don't know what your concern is regarding your ex-husband, but if it's in reference to rekindling that relationship, Spirit is advising against that. Spirit is saying he's an ex for a purpose, that we actually were instrumental in moving him out of your life because he provided too much of a distraction and he didn't provide the stability that you needed in your life at the time. Peace and light to your spirits. With regard to your employment, Spirit is saying they want you to step up more at the job and be more proactive that you are being observed, and there's a possibility. If you haven't already been promoted, there's a possibility of promotion coming for you. So they want you to stay on task, that people who are in a position to influence whether or not you go to the next level, they're observing you and they're observing your proficiency. So there may be a possibility for you to get a promotion soon. So good luck, and when you get the job, call me.
There we go. Again, if you guys are enjoying what you're hearing tonight and you kind of want to expand further on things, because we don't want to give too much of people's personal lives, even more so they don't, because you never know. You never know. And you want to expand more on this. Let's see if I can get the dates right this time. You can come in and see Beatrice Sunday from 10 to 5, or Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 10 to 6.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
Go,
it
girl.
only took one time hearing it tonight. Usually it's like 4 times. I'm like, oh no, what days do you work again?
You got it right on the first try.
There we go. So you can come in and see her at 3114 East Indian School Road. You just check in at the front counter, be like, hi, I want to see her. And they get you over to her at the soonest availability. Or if you can't come in, because I know a lot of you do live out of state, mainly because you tell me, you can give us a call at 480-949-1888. If you are able to make it in and see her in person, it is best to bring cash. We give a $5 discount for cash for in-person readings. So just a couple of little side notes there. But yeah, come on in. It's a lot of fun.
It is.
We're just like this in person too. I promise. I seriously don't know why Catherine keeps going, yeah, do it, it's fun.
Yeah, she's having fun watching you.
Yeah, she's watching me make a fool of myself. I think that's why people like me doing this, because I make a fool of myself and I have no problems with it.
Well, we don't say that. We just say you have an excellent sense of humor.
They don't say it out loud. They think it, though. That's for dang sure. What happens when I'm not here? No, I'm kidding. What all gets said? No. We have fun. We do. We are a little family here. Okay, we have Louis? I don't know how you pronounce your name. I'm sorry if I mispronounce anyone's name. Let's do my disclaimer again, because I could mess up. Saying, will I be able to accomplish what I need to buy a house by the end of the year?
Peace and light to your spirits, Louis. I don't want to say that Spirit is disappointing you in saying this. They have extended the timeline beyond the end of the year. You will find a house that you will be able to purchase, but there are going to be some challenges in terms of the financing. So we'll say by January or mid-February of next year, you'll have a home. You'll be in a home.
There you go. Just a little side note for people, because I've seen this happen. If Mercury retrograde is going on, don't sign paperwork.
Not right now.
Just in general. Just don't. And, like, if it's something that absolutely has to happen right now, think on it. See if you can think on it. At least get into the shadow period. It'd be best to be out of it, but at least get into the shadow period of it, because Mercury retrograde is all about miscommunication.
And you can make plans.
Yeah.
They're not saying don't make plans, but be prepared to revise those plans if need be. So keep your planning period kind of open, so that if you have to change something, you'll have the latitude to do that.
There you go. We have Jasmine asking, will my business grow within this year?
Peace and light to your spirit, Jasmine. Spirit is saying that you have been very proactive in getting the word out there. I see you talking to people and handing out flyers, and you've been very active in making this happen. And yes, your business is going to grow. Your business is growing as we speak. We are not looking at exponential growth. It is within your market you will start to experience growth. You will start to experience expansion. They're saying that you need to be a little more creative with the money part, that you have to work a little bit differently with your finances in order to see more money sticking as opposed to going out. They're saying there's something that you can eliminate on the outgoing end, and that will help you to see more profit.
There you go. Let's see. Skip through a little bit, sorry. So it's kind of going back and forth a little bit. We have Tracy asking, what do you see or feel for me?
Is this a trick question? Hi, Tracy. Peace and light to your spirits. Tracy, Spirit is saying that you have the ability to create more wealth in your life in your own hands. That you are looking for business opportunities, or you're looking for another job, or you're looking for more money to come into your life. Spirit is saying that the ability to create more wealth is in your hands. It's something that you do creatively, something that you work with your hands doing that will bring more money into your life. So those little crafts and things that you were doing, the little doilies or whatever it is that you make or do with your hands creatively, Spirit is saying look to that to bring more revenue into your life.
There you go. Okay, we have Suzanne saying her daughter has moved to North Carolina. Did she do the right thing? And is there a positive horizon out there? Sorry, for longer questions, I do summarize a little bit, but even just saying that much, she connects with your spirit guides to be able to give you an answer for the whole thing.
It was a good move for her. Spirit is asking you not to be overly concerned. You have to be concerned, but not worried. That the same God that watches over you watches over her no matter where she is in the universe. She's growing. She is evolving. Spirit is helping her on her path to realize the fullness of her destiny. And Spirit is saying she's going to be just fine. Don't worry.
There you go. We have Selena asking, will I be moving this year?
Okay, will I be moving is kind of a trick question in that what we do is not an exact science. Everything is dependent upon a person's free will. You can make a choice. You can make a decision to move. Will you find a place? That is a question I can answer. And within your financial means, will you find a comfortable home? Spirit is saying yes. Spirit is saying you can continue to look in the area where you want to be. There, I see a small house. I don't know if that's exactly what you're looking for, but I do see a small house. You might have been looking for an apartment or something like that, but Spirit is showing me a small house that you will be comfortable in, and they will occur within the next year.
I'm glad we hit this question then, because you and I have kind of a similar viewpoint on this. When our psychics, and I'll put myself in this same boat because I have done readings, when it goes to us answering questions, we give you based, if it's something like, oh, will I be doing this? We give you what we can see based on where you are sitting right here in this moment. You can leave us and 5 minutes later get a phone call that's like, I have the best thing for you. And you're like, you know what? That sounds better. And then you've made a decision that can alter what we've just told you. So when it comes to something that in the end lies on your decision, we can tell you the multiple outcomes, but we can't tell you which one you're going to do. Because, one, we just don't want the responsibility of you've done it and then you're not as happy. But at the same time, you know what's going to be best for you. You know what's going to make you feel best. And we can only tell you, well, we see you doing this or doing this.
In that, the only thing we have down here is free will.
Yeah.
Spirit will not take that from you.
No.
Spirit will never say, you gotta do this, you better do that. Spirit will give you options.
And they might knock you over the head with the options a few times, but they'll never force you. When we're down in the physical, we control it.
That's the bottom line.
Yep. So I'm just glad we hit that one and that we had similar viewpoints on that, because that is an interesting place when people come in and they're like, oh, but I saw you 6 months ago and you told me this was going to happen and then it never happened. It's like, okay, first of all, I don't remember that was 6 months ago. Second of all, what have you done since then? Did you change something else?
Exactly.
Did you am I ever going to, will I ever have kids? If you want them, if you went outside and decided, I never want kids, then fine, you won't have kids.
So it's really relative to your choices, relative to how your vision of your life changes, how your viewpoint changes. All of that will influence your outcome.
And it can change 1,000 times. We'll see all of them every time you come in and see us.
And we'll say, this is what it looks like right now.
Right. But that is just a point to make across, because that's one we haven't hit on in 18 weeks or something crazy like that. How many weeks has it been since the beginning of the year? I don't even know.
Oh, please. I can't remember yesterday. Don't ask. Okay.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I can't either, so we're good. Okay. We have Angelique. Again, if I mispronounce names, I am terribly sorry. Angelique saying, just joined a new real estate group. Can you give me some insight on how it will go?
Okay, peace and light to your spirits, Angelique. You're going to have to be more assertive. You can read that aggressive. You can read that as more of a go-getter. But you're going to have to be more proactive in this environment, because this environment is going to be very competitive. And Spirit is saying to you that you can stand toe-to-toe with the best of them if you put yourself forward. If you don't, that will kind of push you to the background, because the people in this environment are all very straightforward thinkers, and they're very proactive in pushing their careers forward. So Spirit is saying you can be very successful here, but you'll definitely have to be more proactive about it.
There you go. Excuse me. Sorry. Drinking coffee. It's dried out my throat apparently, even though there's a bunch of cream and everything. Who knows? Oh my goodness, I skipped through and I don't know.
To everyone who just said hello or hi. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I sincerely appreciate it. I started off extremely nervous doing this. I didn't have lipstick or anything. I forgot actually that today was the day, but thank you for calling, or thank you for texting. Thank you for coming and visiting with us. We appreciate you.
The truth of being here when you're at work is the days just slip by you.
And when she showed up, I said, "Oh man!"
I was like, "Hi."
No,
not today. No, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, then we were joking about the fact that I do have lipstick on, and this didn't happen overnight. I did not wake up like this. Thank you very much.
But doesn't she look good though? She's gorgeous.
I could make some really weird faces. I was about to make a really weird face. I was like,
don't ruin the image.
Don't ruin the moment. Don't ruin the moment. No, I will not wink. Sorry. Our camera person is back there joking at me that I should try to wink because I am failure at winking.
You're a failure at winking?
I'll show you later.
Oh my God.
It's bad. I make some of the ugliest faces.
Oh, okay.
Man.
We won't have her flirting on screen then.
Oh, no, I can flirt. I just don't need to wink to do it.
Oh, don't do it. Okay.
Oh, man. And this is what happens. We have Jean asking anything about my future.
Well, Jean, sure. you have a future. Peace and light to your spirits, Jean. Sometimes it'll help to kind of be a little more specific, a specific aspect of your future that may help me have a little more.
Written in. She actually said would love a message about what spiritual gifts I have. See, this is what happens. People write follow-up questions, and then I have to go find them, and then God knows where I was.
Okay. Well, this one helps me to hone in a little better. Spirit is saying sometimes you'll hear a small suggestion that it seems like it's coming from inside of you, that you're hearing it and feeling it at the same time. That Spirit is giving you a suggestion. It isn't anything loud, or you aren't seeing like big pictures, but just a small suggestion. That's called clairaudience. And this is one of your spiritual gifts. You can hear Spirit's suggestion. Spirit is inspiring into you a message through a sensory audio experience. You kind of feel and hear at the same time. So Spirit is saying one of your gifts is clairaudience.
There you go. Excuse me. I just want to point out how we were talking about Alice in Wonderland earlier. Someone actually commented saying, that's strange. I posted an hour ago a pic of her going down the rabbit hole with her cup of tea. I want to be that. That's me. That's me right there. Thank you very much.
There she goes.
There I go. I actually did. Oh my God. I work at a place where we have teas, like loose leaf teas, as well as working. I do way too many things. Let's just clear that up right now. But no, someone ordered Earl Grey, and it was like one of those days where I made the perfect cup of tea.
Oh.
Luckily, they wanted it iced, so I still had their tea bag, so I totally used it for myself. And oh my God, it was the perfect cup of tea today. See, so I really am Alice. I am Alice today. I'm trying to go.
Alice just drank the tea. She didn't make the tea.
Well, I'm better. I make it too.
Okay, all right then. Okay.
I'm the step up of Alice.
You're a better Alice than Alice.
I'm a better Alice than Alice.
That's right, girl.
I actually have read both of them, and oh God, I love those books.
Awesome.
I'm a total bibliophile. What can I say?
That means you're just very intelligent. Intelligence is sexy.
Look at that. See, I told you I don't need to flirt with that. I don't need to wink to flirt. Doesn't take much. So yeah, just wanted to point that out because that's kind of fun and goes on with the conversation for the night, which apparently is weird in Disney.
It is a Disney kind of day.
I'm okay with this. 100% okay with it.
Let's flow.
Let's go. Okay. We have Crystal saying, how can I evolve my spiritual quest right now? That's a cool way to say that. I want to go on a spiritual quest. No, I don't.
Right.
I got enough on my plate. I don't need a spiritual quest on top of it.
So you have enough to do. Peace and light to your spirits, Crystal. Spirit is asking you, as he has prior, Spirit is asking you to incorporate more meditation into your current spiritual practice. That stillness is where you're able to connect with Spirit. Spirit doesn't want you to focus on the universe or try to solve world hunger or anything. They just want you to be still and quiet so you can hear their suggestions.
There you go. This was an interesting one because I wanted to kind of get down into the people who are just joining us because we don't have too much time left, but we do have a few minutes left to answer a few more questions. But this was an interesting one. It's like Spirit sent me there or something. Someone named Dawn who is saying that she's been meaning to reach out to you about those cute wrap mini skirts with pockets, and that she met you a month ago at the store and you asked her about it. A lot of stuff happens in a month, by the way, for psychics. Like, I don't know if you guys really... If you ever go to a psychic and they kind of look at you, like with the glazed look in their eye, and then they do this, what happens is they are on for 8 hours a day talking to people, and then they put up with us behind the counter too. We're like, hey, you need to do this. So they will get there. You just sometimes got to give them a second, like that. Like she literally did what I was about to explain.
The aha moment. I was online looking for this thing.
She sent
two
me
nights ago.
See? Look at that spirit.
Oh my gosh.
I have the website. I'll send it to you.
Oh.
Well, I'll give it to you in like 20 minutes.
I'm excited. I am so excited.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dawn. Thank you so much for calling, for contacting us and letting us know you found that. You should see it. Oh my God.
I'm going to look it up now. If you guys
adorable.
ever have things that you want to contact us about, but you don't want to call the store or you can't come in, send us a message on Facebook. It's me that reads them, if you have any.
And I'll be excited.
She's like, I get to look at all the stuff.
Thank you so much, Dawn. That is so cool of you.
So it was just funny that I landed on that one when I was scrolling back through to kind of...
Wow, that was cool.
Oh, thank you, Mary. I mean, doesn't she look fabulous? She said we both look fabulous. So.
Oh.
She is amazing. Look at that. Look at that.
Thank you.
God, I don't know why you people keep coming back. I'm weird. It's for them, I know, but I'm gonna act like part of it's for me. Let's just be real. Okay, we have Ava saying, I would be blessed to have any career insight right now from Spirit. At a crossroads and not sure whether to pursue passion or security.
Spirit is saying that they're not excluding anything from your experience. Spirit is saying if you follow your heart, you'll have more fulfillment and you'll also have the security that you need financially. Spirit says all we want for you is your joy.
I think sometimes we get a little too caught up with that fear. If we're truly pursuing our passion and, whether that passion be the more security side or whatever, if it's coming straight from your heart center, they're going to know that it's something you truly love and truly want to be doing. They're going to give it to you. They're going to give you the things you need to feel at your best and the most secure and any of that. Like, hey, we didn't have anyone doing Third Eye Thursday things here, or really working on the Facebook very much there for a while, until I was just like, I need something to do. I want to do this. I like doing this. And then the owner was like, well, can you do this? I was like, I'll make it work.
And look at her making it work.
I try at least.
Spirit wants the best for us.
They do.
That is the ultimate goal of their instruction. They want to help you get to the place where you are experiencing joy in your life. So by all means, focus on your joy, and Spirit is going to assist you in that process.
And say what it is you want. Don't just think it. Say it. Put it into the universe. I don't care if you say it like in the shower where no one else can hear you, because maybe it's like, but I don't really want anyone else to know this yet. That's fine. Say it for yourself, but use your outside voice.
And have faith.
Yeah.
Faith is that one aspect of our being that isn't tangible, but that causes all the change.
Yes. Like we said, they don't have the same concept of time as we have. So you say, I want this in 3 months, they might be like, oh, I think it's been 3 months. And you're like, dude, it's been like 6. Thanks. But you're a little late. No. Just got to give them time. They'll catch up.
And you don't know exactly what they have to do in order to make that happen.
Place.
Because they may have to move someone over here, move somebody over there, and then move you up into that place.
So you might think it's only going to be 3, but they're like, oh, honey,
this is going to be a little harder.
A little harder than you think, but we'll do our best.
And they work, and they do work for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes life will be so difficult that you'll become jaded. and you'll be afraid to ask again. You'll get to the point where I was asking and they didn't answer and they didn't give me what I wanted. But that was at that time. Allow that time to be in the past and just keep your reference point moving forward so that you know that Spirit is hearing you. And sometimes another little trick, I ask for a sign.
Yeah. Let them know ways to check in.
Exactly. Okay, I want to know that you heard me. And give them something specific. I mean, they aren't obligated to do anything you're asking them to do. However, they do, again, consider us their children, and they love us. And so they want you to be encouraged.
Yeah.
And they'll accommodate you and say, okay, boom, here's a sign.
There you go.
Okay.
Cool. We do have a few more minutes for a few more questions, so let's get back to it. I feel like we're doing really well tonight, actually, easing through a lot of these. Sometimes I'm not always sure, but I try my best.
All right.
We have Mel saying, may I receive a love reading message for me? What is it that I need to know? So something on love. I should have read through it before I read it out loud. I didn't.
Okay. Mel, peace and light to your spirits. Spirit is with you. Spirit is with you. This is because what I'm picking up is your longing. Because Spirit is saying you have a lonely heart. And I want to assure you that love is coming for you. Love is coming into your life. Spirit is saying you have work to do in the interim, which is why you haven't seen it yet. Spirit wants you to work on becoming that person that will attract the woman or the partner that you seek. Spirit is saying that you want this particular type of person in your life. Spirit is saying you got a list of criteria here, okay? You got a whole list. And Spirit is saying you have to step up and become what is on that list in order for you to attract a mate with those same criteria.
That always reminds me of what I know I was taught as a child. You treat others how you want to be, or you treat others how you want to be treated yourself. So, same kind of idea when it comes to your partner. You have to be who you want in a partner, because if you want someone that's going to be there for you and care for you and respect you and all of these other things, you should give that same thing back.
You have to be in the practice of being that kind of person.
Yeah.
And you have to establish that kind of rhythm in your life. That rhythm then picks up momentum and hurdles you forward into the future where you meet that energy coming forward for you.
Yeah.
So come on, get on your horse, ride on out there and meet her. That means you are the knight in shining armor for that one who is seeking you.
There you go. We don't always need them to find us.
Okay.
We have Sherry saying, please give me anything about my future, my career path, and my life with my boyfriend. So career path and life with boyfriend.
Okay. Your life with your boyfriend is going to present you with stability for some time. Spirit is asking you to move forward in that relationship by asking for a commitment. Because Spirit wants to see you happy. Spirit is saying you haven't expressed a real desire for marriage, so it hasn't come up so much. But if you start to express that as a desire, then that will help that relationship to be more honest and more open. With regard to your job, Spirit is saying that you might not be in this same position for much longer, that you may want to start to look elsewhere. because you may have reached that invisible glass ceiling, so to speak. But when you bump in your head and nothing is changing, that means it's time to move on.
There you go. We have Anna asking for a reading about her daughter's future.
I'm sorry, that's really very general. If I'm picking up this correctly, because I didn't get enough specifics to work with. Your daughter's future is secure. If you have any fears or concerns as to whether or not she'll be able to care for herself in a responsible manner, yes, she will. Even facing, because what I'm picking up is that the daughter is experiencing some challenges. She may be differently abled in some sense, or she may be limited in some sense, but what Spirit is saying, that life will afford her opportunities to create a quality life for herself.
There you go. Ava, just a side note, let's go have tea then. That sounds lovely. I love tea. Yes, I drink coffee a lot as well, but I will always take a good cup of tea. Sorry, she said I would love to have tea with both of you.
I love tea.
Let's go.
Tea is my life.
Let's go.
Yes.
Tea sounds amazing.
Yes.
So, I like the fun ones too that I get to get a little more involved with, okay? So, we have more comments that are fun for me too. So, we're going to talk about those as well apparently. But yeah, so just wanted to point that out. Let's see. Alice is amazing, Terry. That's why you love her. Because Alice is the best. Okay, Alice is one of the best. But that could, again, that whole rabbit hole thing, that would take us right down that rabbit hole. Thankfully, it's me trying not to go down it, other than Catherine. That rabbit hole would be bad.
Oh boy, that sounds like
fun, though.
Sounds like it'd be crowded.
Well, I mean, I think they would be able to accommodate.
Is it bad? It is a magic rabbit hole.
It is a magic rabbit hole. And yes, never be afraid to say what you want, Ava. Never be afraid to ask. We have a different Mel saying, any messages for me?
Hi, Mel. Peace and light to your spirit. I see such light, I see laughter around you. Thank you for contacting us. Yes. Okay. Spirit is showing me a new car. I don't know.
That's pretty specific.
I don't know if you wanted one or if you were interested in one.
But you should get one, apparently.
Okay. A new car is coming.
There you go.
Come give a sister a ride. You see me standing on the bus stop. Hey.
Let's all go have some tea together.
All right.
Oh, and I just looked at the time. So that is all we can do for tonight, unfortunately. Again, I am really sorry we can only get to a certain number of people tonight. I don't have what that number is. It's just kind of, we go until I look and go, oh God, it's that time already. But thank you all so much for being with us tonight. It has been so much fun, and I love you.
I love you back.
I love having you here. We'll have her soon, because trust me, I got dates lined up for people, so she'll be back soon. And thank you guys so much for being here and asking questions and being here every week if you're here every week. I mean, that is some dedication. And thank you. I'm not going to say the other thought that came into my head there, but thank you. And I know what other words I'm going to say. No, I don't. If you enjoyed what you heard tonight, you want to expand on anything, come in and see Beatrice Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays from 10 to 6, or Sundays from 10 to 5. We're at 3114 East Indian School Road. I see that every day. How did I stumble on that one? Oh, that was impressive.
It was that trip down the rabbit hole.
It was that trip down the rabbit hole. We all went together and we're all back perfectly safe. If you can't come in because you live out of state, as I know a lot of you do, You can always give us a call at 480-949-1888. And again, you'll talk to the counter staff. They'll get you over to her at her soonest time available. If you are able to come in person, we do recommend bringing cash. You save $5. So there you go. Awesome deals. And like I said, we have some fun classes coming up this weekend. So please come on in, give us a call, sign up, see our amazing people, see what new things we have coming in. So thank you all again. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. If any of you are suspicious, be careful tomorrow for Friday the 13th. If you're like me and you love it, enjoy your day. It'll be a lot of fun. I know I have fun. So yeah, we'll see you next week, or at least I will definitely see you next week. We'll see who we have with me. Thank you again.